Yeah, that's pretty much the first thing you need to do, obviously, is assess the conditions when you're out there batting. Each pitch is different, each team that you face is different set of bowlers, so as top order batters you need to assess conditions very quickly, adapt to what's in front of you and sort of understand what's a good score. Obviously it's a bit easier when you're chasing, but certainly when you're batting first over here I've found that it's not necessarily a 180 wicket. You've got to assess really quickly. As we saw last game, 145 was a good score. So it's the role of the top order to assess conditions very quickly and adapt and then execute on that. I only played the one game in Dhaka at the moment, so I actually thought it was a really good wicket the other day. I thought we were a wee bit light on runs, but saying that, our bowlers are really good. So. And then obviously when we played in Sylhet, it was two different wickets. We made 190 one game and we were bowled out for 70 in another. So certainly changing wickets and the teams that we play are different as well. So it certainly provides a good challenge. Yeah, look, this is obviously my first franchise tournament and being first time in Bangladesh. It's been a great start. So I've played in the Vitality Blast and I've played back home and obviously internationally as well. So I can easily say, these are tough, challenging 2020 conditions, but it's also made that way because the bowling has been very good as well, very strong. So certainly it's a good challenge here. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the group that I'm around, and they've certainly made it a lot easier for me. No, this is actually my first Bangladesh, first franchise tournament. So, like I say, I've played obviously internationally for New Zealand. I've played in the Vitality Blast with Sussex, and I'm going over to play for Lancashire as well this coming winter. So, look, it's a challenge. Anytime you come, I think, to a subcontinent, it's a challenge. But it's one that you've got to embrace, and you've got to be, mindful of the conditions, and then just go out and execute your plans and your skills to the best of your ability. No, it's sort of been a bit more difficult, but I think that's just what you're faced with. Obviously I'd love to be striking at higher than 120. If you look at my career strike rate, it's up at 140, 145. So you do have to sort of manage expectations here as well. But at the same time, the longer you bat, the easier it does become, and that's when I think you can get to scores to like 150, 160, which we've shown is winning scores here. So, like I say, assessing conditions as quickly as we can, and then actually going and executing that. So, like I say, that's the game plan of the challenges at the moment. Yeah, exactly. Like you say, there's some world-class players here. Like you said, Rizwan, Bubba, and there's a lot of replacement players that are coming in now of really high international class. So. No one's really been striking, above 150 consistently. So, like I say, it is about managing expectations, but you still want to try and aim as high as possible. So, like I say, for us and for me at the moment, it's about batting as long as possible to get us to a winning score. Like I say, it's not as easy as just coming and playing your shots straight away. You have to give yourself a chance to adapt out there and be able to bat as long as possible. And from that, we'll be able to get winning totals. So, it is a challenge, but it's one that, I'm loving at the moment. Yeah, look, the boys have been going really well. Obviously, they started strong, and then since I've come in, we've played some really good cricket. We've only had one game where, you get bowled out for 70 and you go, okay, that's a clean slate, let's park that, and then we carry on. So we've bounced back really well from that. And like I say, the group it's a good culture. The guys are having a lot of fun. The guys that have come in, have performed well, and I think we've got some good players that are sitting on the sidelines as well. So they're raring to go as well. But like I say, it's a fun environment to be in. The group's having a lot of fun, which you can probably then see that on the field as well through our performances. So really good group to be around, and that's good management, good ownership, and good players that have been brought in. Yeah, it's always I've always had a good battle with Jimmy. He's obviously a very good player. He's obviously played a lot of franchise cricket, a lot of cricket for New Zealand. So I'm excited to get out there tomorrow and play against him. So like I say, hopefully a few more Kiwis will come over. That would be nice, and we can show everyone the skill set on display. Yeah, look, obviously it's a top of the table clash. It's going to be a good battle. Rangpur have been probably the best side so far, consistently playing some good cricket. I know they're obviously going to have a different team tomorrow, so we know the challenge that we expect. It's going to be a good, tough game, and one that we're looking forward to. So embracing the challenge of it being a top of the table clash. With my performance or the team's? Yeah. Like I say, always nice to score runs. I would love to be able to score, some more runs at a higher strike rate. That's what any batter wants to be able to do. But at this stage within the team that we're sort of putting out, it's up to me to bat a long time and try and get us to a winning total. So everyone wants to be scoring, 80 or 40 balls. That would be the dream. But at the end of the day, like we've spoken about, you have to assess conditions quickly and know what a good score is, and then actually go out and execute it. So that's all I've been trying to do for the team. Like I say, I'd love to be striking a bit higher, but at the end of the day, we've had some good wins. And like I say, I think I put that down to our bowling group as well. Our bowling's been outstanding to be able to defend those totals that we've set. So, like I say, the bowlers have done the bulk of the job, and we're just happy to score a few runs and see us home.
Do you want to back in Kiwi colours again?
Yeah, look, it's everyone's dream is to get back in to their international side. So obviously I've had a taste of it. Not for 3 years I've been out of the side, so it's always a dream to get back in and play for New Zealand, certainly in the T20 atmosphere, but then also in Test cricket as well. But it's obviously a very strong side at the moment. A lot of good players coming out of New Zealand. I think it's the best depth that we've had in a long time. And you can see that with the amount of talent that's coming through and then just performing straight away on the international stage. So yeah, certainly would love to, but at this stage I'm really happy here. I'm happy playing for the Stags back home in New Zealand, and obviously a upcoming winter in the UK with Lancashire as well. So I'm looking forward to those challenges ahead, and if that means that one day I get back in the side, that's awesome. If it doesn't, then my ship sailed, so I can look forward to what's next.